That 35K in the bank, by the way, is earning you less than 1% money. It's dead in the bank, right? Money in the bank means nothing. Hey guys, Gercino here. So I got the whiteboard behind me today because we're gonna dive in and break down some numbers to clear up some of the confusion that some of you guys might have. You're gonna wanna really pay attention to this. We're gonna teach you how to utilize that FHA to do the ultimate hack in real estate, all right? Now, a video we did before for our TikTok was quick and precise, and we told you if you qualify for an FHA, don't squander that on a single family home or a townhome or a condo. And now we're gonna dive in exactly why. So I took the liberty to write down some numbers behind me. I did some math to show you guys so you wouldn't have to sit through the whole thing while I did the math. And I'm just using an example of an FHA qualified buyer, right? So someone that qualifies for an FHA to buy a home and they have a minimum of $35,000 in the bank. So this is an example that we used for someone before, and we're bringing it to you to utilize the same example. So assuming you watching this, you have $35,000 savings in your account. You've been saving money, you're looking to buy a house, you've been saving up for a little while, you have 35K. Perfect. So that 35K in the bank, by the way, is earning you less than 1% money. It's dead in the bank, right? Money in the bank means nothing. So we always want to learn where can we put our money so that it grows, right? A condo traditionally and a townhouse traditionally do not keep appreciating in value that much. So it's a lot of times you put your money there, it's just going from one debt account to another debt account. On a multifamily, that does not happen. Now on an FHA, you can go up to a fourplex on an FHA approval. That's what you want to try to do ultimately. Go for the biggest, baddest house that you could potentially afford with your pre-approval. In this example, we used a $750,000 house, which to a lot of people may seem out of reach. Understand one thing though, when you're buying a more expensive house and it has rental income like this, the bank will actually use the rental income it's generating in order to qualify you for more than you actually qualify for. So a lot of times someone that has a pre-approval for a $350,000 house, they're unaware that they can actually go and buy a $500,000 multifamily house, right? Because the rental income is gonna be able to give them that extra cushion for the bank to give them that approval. So in this example, we're using a $750,000 house. 3.5% down payment is what the bank requires you on an FHA mortgage. That's why we use 35K before. Between your down payment, which is 3.5% of 750, is $26,000, plus some closing costs. We assume that $35,000 is gone, right? You took that from your savings account and now you put it into an asset. Now, what does that mean? If you mortgage that full amount minus the $26,000 down payment, plus your taxes, plus your interest, you add that all in together, your monthly mortgage payment is roughly $4,200 per month, okay? Now in this example, we used a fourplex with an average rent of $1,750 per month, which is very reasonable and it's not impossible to find, right? There's a lot of these properties out there. There's a lot of these deal scenarios out there. So let's use $1,750 as the average rent for that property. Well, now you bought it because you're gonna go live there for a small time, right? And we're gonna teach you how to do this, right? So I'm gonna ask you guys to dedicate yourselves to living there for 1 year at least, right? Move into that property. Now let's do the math together. If it's a fourplex, you have 4 doors paying you rent, each $1,750. If you take that one door, obviously you only have 3 doors paying you $1,750. So at $1,750 times 3 doors, how much does that add to? Well, it adds to $5,250. But your mortgage payment is $4,200. So in this scenario, you're actually getting paid $1,000 a month to live someplace. So now rent money that every month you had to pay, you no longer have to pay that. And now you're actually living for free for a year because you played it right and you house hacked the right way. So for the first year, you pay nothing in rent. You collect your rental income and you keep paying your mortgage. Here's what happens. After a year, move out of there, right? Go into a single family home or get into another multifamily home. But ultimately, you want to get this 4th door rented. When you move out and you get the 4th door rented, now it's $1,750 times 4. How much does that equal? That equals $7,000 per month. $7,000, your mortgage is $4,200. Granted, not all of that is profit, right? You have to pay that. You have to pay some of the maintenances that you have, and you have to account for a little bit of a vacancy rate in between tenants. So at the end of the day, with all those things calculated, you're gonna have about $2,200 left per month based on the math that we did. After collecting all your rental income, after paying all your expenses, and after paying the bank back their mortgage, you're still gonna have left over $2,200 a month. Now this is where it gets special, guys, because we teach you this so that you can create real wealth for you and your family. What we're gonna teach you is, because you were so smart to get into this deal, right? Don't take that $2,200 a month and put it in your pocket like a lot of people would do, right? Make believe that money never existed, right? Reward yourself, and that $2,200 per month that you get extra, dump it back into the principal every single month. And with a $2,200 per month extra payment on this property that it would be creating itself, you literally set it and forget it at this point. In 14 years, this property's paid off. Now let me tell you what else has been happening in 14 years. In 14 years, this house has been appreciating. Rental income has been appreciating. So by the time this property's paid off, it's probably gonna be worth $850 to $900K. And now instead of $1,750 rent, you might be collecting $1,900 rent each apartment. Now imagine this, 14 years from your age right now, however old you are, add 14 years to that, and you have a $850,000 house paid off, free and clear. And now you have no more mortgage payment to make, only your taxes and insurances, right? So add that, how much money is left over monthly? Now you're making thousands of dollars per month. You're making $5,000, $6,000 profit per month every single month, 14 years from now, because of one smart hack that you did right now. Guys, not to get too complex, and we can dive into this a lot deeper, and we will, but I need you guys to start understanding and get your wheels spinning that yes, it is very possible, and not a fairy tale, to turn $35,000 into almost $1 million in less than 15 years. No witchcraft, no magic tricks, real black and white numbers. And that's what we're gonna keep doing for you guys, giving you real scenarios, giving you real deals, giving you real deal breakdowns, and showing you guys how to create a level of wealth for you and your family. Because at the end of the day, there is no reason that you should not have what you want in this life. And real estate gives everyone the ability to create this lifestyle. It doesn't matter if you're white, brown, black. There is no discrimination in this field. If you have the brain power to think of this concept and then just learn from the people that know this model, guys, there is nothing you can't accomplish. To make $35,000 into almost $1 million in under 15 years. Stay tuned for a lot more content just like that. Thank you so much for watching that, and I genuinely hope you enjoyed that. For more content just like that and exclusive tips and tricks on how you yourself could do projects just like that, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media platforms. We hope to see you next time, and don't forget, my friends, every time you see a fellow burrer out there, we'll see you soon.